What's up, Doc? And my name's Doc Durden, your host today. Number one show. We just hit over 200,000. All right, people reached. How cool is that? Thank you, Facebook. I appreciate that, and the fans that are tuning in here. And of course, my special guest today returning number one fan favorite right here, a fan favorite, Dale Poune. You know him. He's been on the show before. You like him, and I brought him back. How wonderful is that? And but right now, I have to talk about sponsors. You know how that goes. All right. So we have the Wainema Ranch. All right, I've talked about that many times. Y'all know that. All right, the Wainema Ranch is a facility that takes care of the wild mustangs. It's a sanctuary for the wild mustangs, for the care and feeding of hundreds and hundreds of horses. It's just incredible. And the Wainema Ranch.com, if you were to go ahead and get on their webpage, you would have a very interesting reading. Number one is that if you care to volunteer, it'd be wonderful if you went out and volunteered. They need your help. One, you'll be doing some good, and you get next to these wild mustangs, which are absolutely beautiful. All right, to be involved with the care and feeding of the mustangs is just something extraordinary. And you talk about that. Well, we have Eddie and we have Shari. They dedicated their lives all right, to the care and feeding of these Mustangs. Who does that? It takes a special person to do that, and it's just amazing. I mean, I've had 7 horses at once, and the care and feeding that my expense just for the feed alone was $600 a month. So I can imagine what their bill is. But the fact is that if you can volunteer, it'll be a wonderful, wonderful thing, and you'll feel good about it. You will. If you ever volunteered before to help out wherever, all right, you know it's a good feeling being able to do that. All right. WaineemaRanch.com. Go to their webpage, and you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Okay. All right. And what do we have next? We have the Virginia City Insider. Virginia City Insider. It's just, I live in Virginia City. We got our own magazine now, and this is very cool. And publisher Cameron Hawkins. Yep, he's the man. Cameron Hawkins, all right, he has the Virginia City Insider. And this interview we have today is actually going into that magazine. And how cool is that? Dale has played at the Bucket of Blood. He's been in Virginia City, a good number of years. And it's only right that we put him in the magazine, too. And Cameron Hawkins also has the Great Basin Highway magazine that reaches out to 160 countries. 160 countries. How's that happen? All right, so I'm in both magazines actually, and on the back pages. So if you want to know a little bit more about me, how wonderful, and if you really want to know a little bit about me, right here. How cool is that? All right, Sandy Lene, she wrote this book, and we had a conversation going back, a couple of years ago, and she says that you're one of the most exciting men I ever talked to. I'd like to write your biography. Okay, all right, let's do it. And she did. There it is. It's kind of cool. I like it. Lots of pictures. I look at the pictures. All right. Lots of pictures. I got, built a ranch in Jackson, California, and it's something to see anyway. I mean, it's just incredible. At 13 buildings, built it all myself. All right, so enough about that. But Sandy Lene, all right, and right here, all right, Nevada's author, and was a doctor, a living legend, living his dream, and boy, do I. every day that I get up, thank God I get up, I live my dream. How wonderful. All right. So if you to go to my webpage is docdurden.com. Or you can go www.durden.com. All right. Lots of information in there. Movies. We got some award-winning movies in there. Best director, best producer, best script. I'm loving it, absolutely loving it, and I hope that when you wake up in the morning, you're loving each day too, and that's what you need to do. And I love the city I live in, Virginia City, and I hope that you love the city that you live in, whether it be Reno, Carson, Mound House, and Mound House happens to be where my new studio is too. So now I got 3 studios. How cool is that? I just, it's everything's growing, and I absolutely love it. All right. And I know we're going to go to break here pretty soon, probably another minute or two. So what I will talk about that before I go to Dale, we have about a minute or two, is that Mound House is the new studio, and how cool is that? I've been setting that up for the last 2 weeks. A lot of work. Took down a wall. All right, took down a wall, and it took me 3 days to take down the wall and clean that mess up. Holy crap! It's a commercial building, and you think you have one cut. No, it took me 3 cuts. It's a commercial building, and the walls, of course, are 2x6s and everything, and 5/8 sheetrock, and it's just on and on and on. But we got it taken care of, and we got the trim going up now, the trim on the far side needs to be done, but I'll get that tomorrow because Cameron Hawkins comes back, and that's part of his office, and I told him I'd get that done. All right. So we got commercial? I guess so.
You've been on break already.
Oh, okay.
Check clock. When it goes down to 0, you're on break.
Oh no, I don't look at the clock. All right.
You need to.
This is of course this is not working, but that's all right. We'll I'll come back. I'll get to put my hat on. All right.
That's the doctor, and I know.
Yeah, I don't know where I forgot my hat. Forgot my hat. Sorry about that. All right. So we're not. So I got to excuse me. I don't have a mic today for some reason, but don't have it. But that's all right.
Turn that mic right there a little bit so it'll
Yeah, it's on full actually. But it's all right. We have new engineer. Don't know. But we are on Facebook, and that's where the bread and butter is. So I'll put this together. Dale's on one post, and I'm on the other. And so what I normally do is, when I go home, I edit it and I bring us together, and that's usually put up on Tuesday afternoon. Okay, so you'll be there. And there's Paul Garrett. He's watching. He just left here. All right, and Shirley, how you doing, Shirley? And it's wonderful, y'all. And Jeff, thank you for tuning in. It's wonderful for all you fans to go ahead and tune in. The numbers just go sky high, and I'm so proud of what we're doing here, and also the other studio. Everything is growing. So thank you again for tuning in. All right, coming back. 5 seconds. Maybe 10 seconds.
Want to expand your advertising dollar? Sponsor this or any Stand by, Dale.
Okay.
By calling 775-827-8900 extension 2. Now back to the show.
All right, we're back, and thank you so much for coming back. This is What's Up, Doc, and I'm your host today, Doc Durden. And who's in the house? Who is in the house? I'm telling you, Dale Poune is back again by popular demand. Yeah, popular demand, right there. He's sitting across from me. Dale, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you.
How wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to have you back. He's just a genuinely nice guy anyway.
Nice folks working here. We got Shaman off behind over here, the engineer today, and he's a great guy. And it's like that.
All right.
We got Doc Durden right there. I'm happy to be around some people I really like, so that makes me happy.
And that's good. That's a wonderful thing because for the most part, you are generally a happy guy anyway.
I try to be.
And so our personalities get along real well.
Yeah.
All right. Dale, let me do this. I want to start by knowing you more. I know your fans want to know you more, and I would like to know where you grew up.
Well, that's a long story.
Oh, good. I love long stories.
I was born in Germany. My dad was working as an attaché on the Nuremberg trials, and he met my mom at a club there. And next thing you know, I came out. Then we moved to New York City for a little bit, and moved upstate New York for a while, and then we moved to Los Angeles, and that's basically where I spent most of my childhood. In the Thousand Oaks area, Tanoga Park, Thousand Oaks Valley.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's when California was real good too, man.
Oh yeah.
It's not, you go down there now. I mean, my daughter lives down there, and it's just a wall of people,
So did you go to school down there?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, elementary and high school?
Yeah.
Huh?
Went to all that. Went to Thousand Oaks High School.
Thousand Oaks High School,
Then
yeah.
I went to Moore Park College, and I did a little bit of time at Northwood State. And they called it San Fernando Valley State back when I was going to school. So.
Yeah, yeah. Excuse me. I was thinking his high school. And did you have any college? Yeah. And okay, well, let me hear about college.
I got a couple of AA degrees, and I got a BA in education.
Now this is great, wonderful.
Yeah.
And you majored in what?
In education.
Education.
I just got my BA here recently, about 2014.
Good for
And I
you.
worked as a teacher for a couple of years and stuff like that, but
Yeah,
decided I didn't want to do that.
yeah. So you don't. Do you plan on being a teacher? What we have in common right here?
What happened is originally I was living in Vegas originally, and all my musician friends had 2-year degrees, and they were going to substitute teacher.
Yeah.
And so I went into the college, and I said, well, I'd like to be a substitute teacher. I thought I'd like to go to a couple of classes, it's like that. And they said, no, see all the stuff you did back in the 70s, we're not going to take it, So we had to do it all over again.
Really?
And then so I got my 2-year degree, and then in the meantime they kept talking to me and we really need male elementary school teachers, and so I went for it. I mean, took me like 7 years to get it done. I got all 4 years in, and got my teacher's license and worked as a teacher and a substitute teacher. I worked as a substitute teacher for about 2009. But
Now, okay, you said you're a substitute now, and that's like any school will call you up.
Yeah, I don't sub right now. I'm pretty busy with the things that I
Yes,
do.
you are.
But I was actually teaching music at Virginia City Schools.
Oh, okay.
For about 4 years.
Yeah.
And but I had too many things on my plate. I was teaching 2 days at the prison. I had like 20 private students. I was doing that on Wednesday, and then I had 2 working the weekend. So something had to go. So that was it.
Now, and that's what we have in common. I love to be the teacher. I love being the teacher myself. Whatever information I have, if somebody wants it, I just love giving it to them. And that's what a teacher does, right?
The kids are. Some of the kids are, have some ADD problems. I just love the kids because you always know that they're still kids.
Yeah.
And so I never get mad about anything because.
I know you don't.
No,
you have a real.
I get mad at an adult, it's like that. They start acting like that, but not kids because they're not usually responsible for the way they act.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the kids were great. I mean, I still see them on the street. And they go, Mr. Poune, I'd like to see you.
How cool is that, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I'm back into I've been doing the prison. We haven't been able to go in live for a long time.
Yeah. We're going to get to the prison a little later. But what I like to know, so from Thousand Oaks there, you moved eventually to...
I moved to Thousand Oaks. I lived in Thousand Oaks until about 1974. And then
74.
we got to the beach.
Okay.
In Oxnard. And it's like that. I lived up there.
Yeah.
My daughter still lives there.
All right.
And I lived there for years.
Now, daughters or daughter?
Just daughter.
One daughter. And her name?
And her name's Heather.
Heather, yeah. I don't think did I ever meet her? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No,
She's
yeah.
47. We're not really talking right now because I go to her mom's funeral.
Yeah.
But that's for another story.
Well, yeah, my daughter's about that age too. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I moved away. I was playing at Disneyland. I was playing pretty well down there as when unions like that.
How cool is that?
I was playing at Disneyland, and this guy comes to me and says, I got a band that's working up in Lake Tahoe, and they need a bass player as soon as you're done with this contract. So, and Disneyland was a tough job. I mean, it's like, you think it's a lot of fun, but they make you wear clothes, and you have to get your hair short and stuff like that. And when during the summertime, they make you work, you know, and you work, like I worked 17 days straight, and you work from like about 12 o'clock till 9:30 at night. So it's a long time. But anyway, so I made enough money to pay up all my bills.
Yeah.
And
so they paid good.
Yeah.
They paid good, and you had fun being there.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Disneyland was great, and like I said, I moved to Lake Tahoe and moved to the band and stuff like that. So that was the first time up with the casinos, and back then it was pretty happening. Casinos were happening then.
Yeah, exactly.
But they passed that tip tax. And
Okay, what's that about?
Well, like and all the employees eventually they made a tax where they had all their tips to be taxed. And so with the in those days, you know, if you were really into hustling, you could hustle the tips and people pay you, and you were working good and stuff like that. But then when they in order to keep them, so they could keep track of the money, they put the tip tax in. They started pulling the tabs to check. So like the guy down at the end is not working very hard. He still gets some money because you're hustling and people are tipping you a lot. I don't know. I just don't think that's really a very fair.
Nope.
I don't consider a tip to be income. It's not something you can count on.
No.
You know? So I don't know.
No, I'm the same way. When I was employed, I was at 150% productivity. All right, and now the other guy, he was under 100, or there was actually 20 employees there. But the fact is, the point I'm making is, no, I worked extremely hard to make 150% productivity, and I'm not going to share with the guy that's just kind of like waiting around.
That's what killed the Soviet Union, and is because they had no incentive to do anything. And so eventually they just collapsed because like human nature is competitive. Some people are going to be, you know, they're just going to want to work a job and go home, and some people are going to want to be, you know, a rich guy. You know, it just depends. But that's what you have in this country, is a chance to be whatever you want to be.
Yeah.
And you know, people say, "Oh, it's so hard." Well, you know, the thing is you've got to find a way to do it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what party you are like that. It's just that this country has that available to you to become what you want to be. And that's a beautiful thing. That's what I love about the country, and I just think that tip tax is, if they're going to tax something, tax the corporations. You know, it's like that, not the people that make the least money in the world. You know,
Yeah.
so you know, and then it's like it just solves a lot of problems because if somebody wants to be want to put extra mile, then they get the extra money. You know, it's like that. It's just that's what it is. It's just like when I get tipped when I play. You know, and it just, if you do what people like, it's like that, and they like what you're doing, you know, then they're going to tip you.
Yeah,
like that. So,
yeah, and that's a good point. I go to Dale's little mini concerts, and they're at the Bistro.
Yeah.
In Carson City. What's the full name on that?
It's the Bella Vita Bistro, and they managed somehow to stay open the whole time.
Yeah.
And so is Boomtown. Boomtown, though, they did it by having everybody wear masks and not letting anybody in with masks and stuff like that. And we had to sing with a mask. But, you know, I feel like if they had entertainment 7 days a week, then more power to them, you know, for having that kind of stuff going on, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that Bistro's right across from the DMV in Carson. Yeah. And let me tell you, it's good food and a nice place. And I've been there twice. And watch Dale perform, and of course he has a good following, and we have a lot of his fans come out. And if you would like to come out, he's on his Facebook, and he lets you all know that the next time he's playing, wherever he's playing. All right.
I try to advertise on Facebook as much as I can. It's probably the best medium at this point. Sometimes I put it on other things, but mainly Facebook because it gets out there and people see it. It's like that.
Yeah.
And you know, that's what it's for. It's like Facebook has been great to me because I have got friends all over this country. You know, for people that work with Lacey and things like that, and people I've been with years ago when I was playing with the Fortunes, just like that. You know,
Yeah.
and so we all stay in touch.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of Facebook. I mean, it became kind of weird, but I unfriended all people that decided
Sure.
to want to make it into a political forum. And I mean both sides. I didn't want to talk to my friends. They talk about what they're doing. That's what's important. You know,
Yeah.
that's what's important. The other stuff is just, you know, somebody getting your dandruff up. You know.
Well, yeah, and you know, you talk about Lacey J. Now, you worked with her for quite a while.
Yep.
And you guys put out some good music.
Yep.
How long you worked with Lacey? I mean, you're still friends now.
Yeah. She was. We were pretty much out of it for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like we got a commercial coming.
Okay, commercial coming up. All right, we got to go, but come on back. Good stuff is going to be, he's going to be singing here. All right, come on back. All right, we're back, and thank you so much. This is What's Up, Doc, and I'm the host, and my name is Doc Durden, but what's relevant here, Dale Poune. We're going to open up this segment with a song.
All right. I'm going to do a song that I've done on the show before, but that's I've had a few more times to play it. So it's a song called "Light My Fire." Start My Fire. Sorry.
Start My Fire.
Wrote it about my ex-wife when she left me with my daughter, and I think the song I'll say it was.
Cool. All right. Right from the heart.
I don't want to play your games no more. My heart is broken, it can't break no more. Where you want me, why do you treat me this way? I've done me, then you turn away. Inside I'm crying, I need to hold you again. I want you near me, baby, to stop my fire again. You got a hold on me, don't throw away the key. She never loved you, why couldn't I see? Blind by the light you had shining on me. Had your chains on me, then you set me free. Inside I'm crying, I need to hold you again. I want you near me, baby, to stop my fire again. Inside I'm crying, I need to hold you again. I want you near me, baby, stop my fire again. I did a little condensed version.
That was absolutely the best, and you know what? I could feel it right from the heart, and that's that's good music, absolutely. All right, now what we need to know now is that when did you arrive in Nevada?
I came here, well, I've been off and on for years, but when I actually came here to live was 1992, the Christmas of 1992. Mm-hmm. I had my band together for 10 years, and then the drunk driving law pretty much put us out of business.
Yeah.
Well, we were playing all over. We were playing like we're playing the Red Onions, the big
Oh,
clubs all
really?
over California.
Oh, wow,
And
yeah.
we had the full show, full lights and
Yeah.
lasers and smoke machine. All
Yeah.
things. And we put out an album. It's like that. By the band was called Platinum Rose, and I just got to the point where the jobs got crappier, and I didn't feel like hassling with it anymore. So I broke it up after 10 years.
Wow. Yeah. Now, see, when you come to my house, I have the same thing: smoke machine, the lights, and the whole thing. Got the whole atmosphere going. Lasers too. All right, that's just FYI.
But I had rain lights. I had 50 par cans, and we had a PA system that could blow the walls out of this joint and it's like that. And
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
yeah, but it just when the drunk driving law came, everything went away. I mean, I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
And so I started losing money. I was hemorrhaging money, so I just
Oh yeah. Got to cut knock that out.
solo equipment, just like that.
Yeah. So 1992, you arrived in Nevada, and whereabouts in Nevada?
Right here in Reno.
In Reno.
I lived down the street on Linden Street.
On Linden Street, yeah.
A house
Yeah.
there. There was this guy had built these houses in World War II, and I lived there for 6 years.
Oh yeah. How wonderful is that? And then you got. How long have you known Lacey? Is that when you moved here?
I moved up. I met Lacey through my wife,
Okay.
Margaret, and it's like that. And they were living together at the time. I mean,
Okay.
And so she said, "Yeah, Lacey needs a guitar player. Why don't you come over and audition?" So I auditioned. I've been with her about 12 years now.
About 12 years.
2009.
All right. Well, okay. Now that puts you up in Virginia City with David John and the Comstock Cowboys.
I was with the Comstock Cowboys from 2006 to 2011.
Yeah.
And it was,
Good for
it was
you.
a pretty good run, but I need to, the Lacey thing obviously is a different kind of.
Now it shows you how good Dale is. All right. Just because you breathe in it. No, he's playing with David John, the Comstock Cowboys in Virginia City. All right. Talented man, and that's where I met him too. As Dale met a lot of people in Virginia City.
It's funny you say that because I kind of missed the gunfights in the street.
Yeah. The gunfights in the street is right. Yeah.
It was okay. It's okay to go on those things, but it was just something that was.
Well, everybody dressed up, and pretty much what I'm dressed today. The only thing that's missing is that I wear the guns, and as well as all the other cowboys that are dressed up that during the weekend, and it's kind of cool.
Well, it's really cool about Virginia City.
Yes.
Is I've been to Tombstone and I've been to
Deadwood.
and it's like that, and they're both like Tombstone is like Knott's Berry Farm because it's got the old West shows in the middle of town and the mall.
Yeah.
The rest of it's just like a regular town, and Deadwood just it's been rebuilt and it's like that, and it's like Disneyland. But you come to Virginia City and it's still authentic because it still looks like what it looked like. The only thing they did different is put a road in there.
Now, what kind of a feeling did you get when you showed up for the first time in Tombstone?
I was disappointed. Because I drove in the town. There was just gas stations and little convenience stores. And where the hell's where is this place?
I was too. As historical that is and everything, and we all love it because it's just the nature of the name of the town.
Yeah.
How can you go wrong? And the movie and all that stuff. But same feeling.
Like Knott's Berry Farm because you have just a little mall and the rest of the town looked like a regular town. It was like which Virginia City looks like. It did. I mean, I'm sure she was to fill them down since then.
Yeah.
But it's something authentic about it, and people, I don't know, it's just a special place. And being all over the country, I get to travel to places like Columbia is not too bad over there near Sonora, but it's not Virginia City.
Yeah. I've filmed there in Sonora, in Columbia. Yeah. And also, so you left the Comstock Cowboys. Is that when you hooked up with Lacey?
No, I was with Lacey at the same time.
Same time.
But just got more and more work, and it got to the point where I was taking off too much. So we decided that it would be better if I didn't. Because I couldn't play at the Bucket of Blood all the time. Because Lacey would, or during summertime, she would work all the time. That's their biggest time. So that's what we did. Decided to move on.
All right. So now I need to get to the Susanville prison because this is your baby. You kind of like started it with Lacey. I know she was involved.
Yeah.
Then you got involved. and now she left, and now you're still there.
I've been gone since 2016.
Yeah.
And now it's it's just my show, and I've got since then I built it from 2 classes to 4 to 6, 8 classes.
Really?
Actually, 2 classes at CCC and 6 classes at the High Desert State Prison. We have a band and a DR and like that. It's pretty.
Okay, so there's an actual band now at Susanville State Prison.
Yep, I went and bought a drum set and a guitar and bass and a keyboard and a PA system. And they came out and they worked on some songs. We're getting ready to do a show when they locked down last year for COVID. I mean, it was coming along.
Wow.
Yeah. So
now, isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about these inmates playing their instruments and the vocals and everything?
Well, I've had several inmates, and some of them have said done something after they got out that continued to play music. Like one guy, I never played music before. Never played music and played guitar, and he got deported to Mexico. But he was a good guy, and he's happy down there. He's got a family, and he's still writing songs, and I'm glad to see him doing that.
Yeah.
A few guys over in Sacramento, they talk to me once in a while. It's like one guy's actually talking to one guy about coming in and being my partner, and he was one of the guys in the prison.
Sounds like you need help.
Well, no, I've got that pretty much under control, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing of it is that there's many instruments to go around, and you can't be at maybe you can be in 2 places at once because you've learned how to do that. But it's always nice to have a hand now and then. But so what's the next thing with that band? Now I know that you have this one vocalist on CD. And you were going to do something.
Actually, there was 2 guys. There was the one I did for. I actually didn't do it. Marsh Brodeur did the video. He wanted to do it for Black Lives Matter. To me, it's like there's 2 guys there that sang the songs, and they were talking. Their song was talking about what they go through, and that song we did it like 2 years before Black Lives Matters happened. And anyway, you heard that song and put it together with a video and put it out, but it didn't really catch anything, but.
Yeah. Well, I think it needs to be. It needs to have a sponsor. And kind of like a producer, and like yourself. Just to go ahead and put that out. Yeah, just don't work. All right. Let's go into commercial with a song. How about that? What do you got next? All right. Welcome back. This is What's Up, Doc, and my name is Doc Durden. I'm your host today, and we have the fabulous Dale Poune, who's going to sing another song for us right now.
Okay, this song called "The Waiting Game," and after you hear it, you'll understand why I sing it. So. The waiting game has got me on hold, waiting for an answer on the telephone. Looked at my TV, waiting for a ring. Why does it take long now? Step me in. Time's still moving, we're playing that waiting game. Pulling my hair out, playing that waiting game. Got a phone, waiting for a call. Just keep playing that waiting game. Send line at the market, it's growing old. Back up in the express line, checker's gone on home. Moving to a new line, there's 15 people long. Gotta get out of here, sometimes old. Time's still moving, we're playing that waiting game. Pulling my hair out, playing that waiting game. Sitting on my phone, waiting for a call. Just going by. Waiting for a call, just keep waiting, just keep waiting, just keep waiting. Time's still moving, we're playing that waiting game. Pulling my hair out, playing that waiting game. Sitting by my phone, waiting for a text, just keep playing that waiting game. Driving on the freeway, all smoggy and hot, following a semi, not moving real fast. Why do I call this hour? No one's moving fast. The waiting game has got me now, coming in last. Time's still moving, I'm playing that waiting game. Pulling my hair out, playing that waiting game. Sitting on my phone, waiting for a call, just keep playing that waiting game. Time's still moving, we're playing that waiting game. Pulling my hair out, playing that waiting game. Waiting for a call, just keep playing that waiting game.
Oh, yeah. Love the beat, love the beat, love the beat. All right. And what do we got? What we got coming up right now? He's got more. I know he's got more. Go ahead.
We want me to play some
Yep.
else? Okay.
You go right ahead. We'll play this whole segment.
Okay, well, just see. I'm going to play. This is my interlude music. I'm trying to think. Okay. I was a fool to think you'd fall in love with me. I've been known to use my heart and not my head. I gave my love, you gave your love to everyone. I bought the farm when I fell in love with you. I bought the farm when I fell in love with you. I bought my love and you tore it down the drain. Half the time you couldn't even say my name. You took my love and you took my integrity. I bought the farm when I fell in love with you. I bought the farm when I fell in love with you. Well, I bought more farms since I met you. I did not learn by now. I was a bad redemption. Is ever gonna lose? There was no way to see what was ahead for me. To lose it all and still find ways to love you so. I wake up and a foolish man I will see. I bought the farm when I fell in love with you. I bought the farm when I fell in love with you. I bought the farm when I fell in love with you.
Yeehaw!
Right?
I
Blew the bridge, so
I just love his voice. All right.
I don't know if David John's listening, but I finally did write a bridge for this song. So.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm glad you got that in. All right. Let's continue on with another favorite. Now you hear his guitar playing, right? It's just some wonderful stuff, and he's just so talented. He can pick up any instrument and just stop playing it. Huh? How you do that? All right. So anytime he's ready, I'm ready.
Okay, this song here I wrote about. I was with this girl. I was living in Oregon for a while, and she had an ex-husband, and he kept calling every day and she kept telling me about how much he was a drunk, and he just did his own thing. So I wrote a song for him. So here it is. It's called The Booze Blues.
Yeah.
So
all right. Can't wait for this.
blame it on the booze that you got the booze. You went out on your baby last night. You went out to have a good time, but you thought it got an extra time. You thought your baby wouldn't mind, so you spent a little extra time. Got a little too bad in some freaking jive. Blame it on the booze tonight. Well, I went out to play some pool. You ended up seeing two. That time you should have gone on home. You were drowning in the fall. Got a little too high. Got into some funky jive. Blame it on the booze that you got the blues. You went out on your baby last night. Some 100 proof whiskey, some Miller Lite beer. You asked the bartender, am I really here? That's when a girl said, you want some fun? You should have been on the run, 'cause it only takes a minute to break your baby's heart. Blame it on the booze tonight. There needs to be a slow here. You went out to play some pool. You ended up seeing two. The time you should have gone on home. You were drowning in the fall. Got a little too high. Got into some funky jive. Blame it on the booze that you got the blues. You went out on your baby last night. Blame it on the booze that you got the blues. You went out on your baby last night. Blame it on the booze that you got the blues. You went out on your baby last night.
Yeah. This is absolutely wonderful. Now, before we go off the air here, we need to know contact information, please, and where we can buy some of your CDs.
I have CDs on cdbaby.com. I have some on Spotify or iTunes.
cdbaby.com. All right, cdbaby.com.
Do digital downloads there, and all my stuff is there. So
all your stuff is there. Yeah, how cool is that? All right, and if somebody wanted to employ you, having a party, how do we get with you?
Well,
oh no, we're gone, we're out. Go ahead, but we're live Facebook.
Well, get a hold of me on Facebook, and you can you can call me on the phones like that.
All right, and the number would be?
775-250-4555. You can text me there, or you can tell me that I'm available to work, and be glad to hear what you have to offer me. So call me up.
Yeah.
Because I do a lot of different things, and but I do a solo, and the solo is pretty much like covers and smooth jazz. And then you do right now. I'm working on doing a solo where I'm going to go out and open up for other acts.
Yeah.
Just playing this kind of stuff. So.
All right. No, that's excellent. So if you're,
I don't know what it is. If I get in the radio station and I blow words, man, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I just did a couple of songs of.
Oh, that's good. That's smooth.
Right now, I use this for just like an interlude song, but I'm going to use this to make a song. Just talk about how I feel about everything.
That's good.
Ready to be getting along, and they just are.
Yeah.
This is getting low power mode.
Yep. And that's it. Our phone is getting low, and that's the end of the show anyway. And thanks, Facebook, and Virginia City, Reno, Carson, Sparks. All right, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week. And guess what? We have Dale already coming back next week. I just can't live without him. All right, how about you? All right, come on back.